Welcome back, my literally no one asked family. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Rylee.
And we're the two sisters that grew up on way too much internet, pop culture, and anime, of course.
Every week, we rank a new top 10 list and come dressed as one of the characters, of course. And this week, in honor of it being the beginning of Thanksgiving month, we decided to rank the top 10 families that we wish would adopt us. And don't get me wrong, we love our family. Shouts out. They all watch our episodes. But as we grew up, there were lots of different families that we admired. And honestly, this list was kind of hard because we came up with the category. And as we did our research, I was like, a lot of families are actually kind of dysfunctional, sad, like the main character's whole thing is about them living through their childhood trauma. So it was actually a little bit difficult to find some good families, but it was fun. So let's get into it because literally
no one asked.
And my number 5 is The Incredibles. Mm-hmm. And I grew up on The Incredibles. I loved them, and especially Elastigirl. She was just a baddie. And I really loved like their whole family unit. Like it wasn't just the dad who's a superhero. Like the mom is a baddie too, arguably badder.
Yep.
And I love the way that they like have their little unit and they talk to each other as equals. Like that's something I remember from it. It wasn't like him above her. Like they were definitely equal superheroes. So...
And even with the kids too, like the kids being superheroes and them being super strong as well. And like, yes, they were kids. So they, of course, wanted to protect them and make sure they wouldn't get hurt and put into dangerous situations. But they still ultimately needed their help, and their kids pulled through. And it showed like that family unit and like bond, you know, in like an iconic way. That is The Incredibles.
And growing up, of course, I loved me a little romance story. But something I could relate to a lot easier is like a family story. So I feel like I really loved The Incredibles growing up. But I did put them on the bottom of my list because if this whole category is families I want to adopt me. I love them. I think it'd be cool to fight crime every once in a while, but like they're superheroes, you don't get a day off. I don't think I'm made for that. I'm not made for that. So they're lower on my list, but I love them.
That's valid. And my number 5 in here, because, okay, we talk about Naruto a lot, so we love them, of course. So that's why for my number 5, so we can have others on the spotlight, is, of course, my Uzumaki family. And, you know, when I was, like, looking for some cute pictures, I realized, like, oh, my gosh, people nowadays think about, like, Naruto's family. Like,
I saw that, too. When I looked it up, it was, like,
with
the
Boruto
new Naruto.
And Himawari. I was like, oh, my God. Which, of course, like, I thought about it. Like, yeah, maybe I would want them to adopt me, but, like... I would want Minato and Kushina as my parents even more, low-key. Like, they're so baddie and, like, just so iconic. Like, growing up on Naruto, I watched it when I was, like, 10, 11. So, like, seeing them, I was like, yeah.
But you would be in, like, an alternate reality where...
Yes.
That doesn't happen. They're gonna be grandmas and grandpas.
There was a whole like
you and Naruto would be brother and sister.
Yes, that's what, you know, a lot of those pictures and stuff are. There's the episode where it's basically like, yeah, Naruto gets to see his life, what it would be like if they were still here, in the reverse role of that. And so I imagine that specific, you know, universe where they all get to be happy together and there's none of the pain because, you know, like Rylee said, a lot of these families are dysfunctional or there's a lot of hurt and trauma and pain, but also it wouldn't be a real family without all of that.
A little sprinkle of that too.
Yes, exactly. Real families go through that. So it'd be like that.
Exactly. And I think that shows even more so too. Like he had a hard time with his, you know, maternal and paternal family. So I would argue, you know, he had his found family too throughout the Hidden Leaf Village and the different people that contributed to who he was.
His own real family, but you know, his found family is just as real as well.
Exactly. And my number 4 is Full House. I know, well, I think it would technically be the Tanners. I know that's a little white girl basic of me, but hey, I really did grow up on Full House. When I hear that theme song come on every once in a while, whatever happened to the chills. Like that was my childhood.
What is happening to my body?
Yes, Uncle Jesse Prime. Like I loved Full House, and I loved the hair, like the 80s flippies and the high-waisted jeans. Just simply so iconic. And I think some of the actors have turned out to be real doozies now. So, and some of them not so much. So we're not going to talk about that. But I'm just talking about that fictional family. Yeah. They had like a full house. I mean, that's literally the name of the show. Literally. But I just feel like it'd be so fun, like being in that kitchen. Like they always had like fun little adventures.
So
yes, the house was so cute. Like, I remember I was jealous of Kimmy. I'm like, she got to go be friends with them, hang out whenever she wants. But Kimmy had a rough childhood, so that's why she was over there. But anywho, I would love to have been hanging out with the Tanners.
You absolutely ate with that one. And similarly, for my number 4, it is going to be the Dandadan family. And we've talked about Dandadan just a little bit, but I'm happy to talk about them more because I love Dandadan so much. It's so good. And yeah, that's also kind of very like going back to the found family, like Momo, like we saw that her parents passed away when she was young, so her grandma has taken care of her. Granny Seiko in the house. But like with Okarun and everything, we don't even see his parents, and like that's not really talked about at all. Even like in the manga, at least from my knowledge, I've only read a little bit more into the manga than the anime, but girl, sad. So yeah, like that found family aspect, everything with Ira and her mom, so it's very sweet and tender. So when you see them all come together, especially after everything with Gigi and the evil eye, like, oh my god, pain. So it's just really tender and sweet, and I would love to be a part of that. Like they're like baddies and stuff, like yeah, same thing, didn't get to mention that with those monkeys, like the power, the absolute sheer baddiness of how strong they all are. Let me be a part of that. I would love to be a part of that. No, exactly.
I love how Granny Psycho like essentially has like open arms, like you get the sense, I think it's like kind of explicitly said they don't have a lot of money, you know what I mean, but she still feeds them, takes them all in, like that is just like a cute little family unit, like even though it's like quirky and crazy, like I love it.
And she definitely has the tough love type of grandma, but tough she is still very tender, especially towards Gigi, and how she is towards Okarun is also very sweet as well. So it's so good. That's why I had to have them on my number 4.
No, I was happy you put them on there. And I feel like it's a perfect segue into mine and who I'm dressed up as today. Queen. I'm Molly Weasley. Yes! That's a horrible British accent. I'm not an actor or anything. But I put the Weasleys as my 3rd pick. And initially I put them on my list because I always thought of like the Weasleys as a cute unit. It was also kind of said in the Harry Potter series that they don't come from a lot of money, they use hand-me-downs, but that doesn't stop her from trying to be like a good mom. You can genuinely, and the dad is good too, but I'm dressed up as the mom, like the mom, let's be real, moms lead a family
always.
And so she was definitely a baddie in the Weasley clan too. But she was not only a good mom to her own children, but the way that she was with Harry, because he didn't really have, a good family. And there's so many scenes of her like yelling at Ron, and then she's like, Harry, like, and so I love the way that she also just kind of took in Harry as kind of basically one of her own. And there was a moment when Wicked was on there, I think it was during the Wicked press, where Ariana's talking about Harry Potter, and she says that's like the most iconic scene is when Molly Weasley takes out Bellatrix, and she's like, not my daughter, you. And Ariana does a perfect impression, so you'll have to look that up.
Okay, that is amazing. We love Miss Ari, so I will definitely be looking that up. Oh, you ate down as her today as well.
Like, thank you. It was super fun. Good. I used to have my hair red. Like I started this podcast with dark hair, but there was once a time where I had like almost this color of hair for a long time. So it was fun to go back to my roots.
Quite literally.
Hey, quick break. Just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you by me. When I'm not dressing up and recording this podcast, I actually run a business, and it's called Llanes Social Media Services. I work with brands, entrepreneurs, and creatives, all to help them grow their strategies, create engaged audiences, and create content that actually resonates. So if you're ready to grow your social media, check the show notes for a special discount just for you.
And my number 3 is going to be none other than the Steven Universe family. And in my photo, I don't think Greg was included, but I will involve Greg in this because we do love the dad. We love a good dad. But that found family as well is so real. And some of it's not found family. Some of it's legit, like Greg and Steven and everything are legit dad and son, but all the rest of them, the crystal gems, it's so sweet. And I think just all of it's not they are metaphors, but it's straight up queer analogy that they use throughout the show and everything. So growing up was so important, and seeing that, so having that representation of not only queerness in childhood media that was done really well, but also it being family oriented and being showing that it can be hard, but you can be accepted and you can be loved. And I think that's really important. So Steven Universe and Rebecca Sugar, we bowed down to the queen. So that's why they had to be my number 3, a good little medium. But we're going to talk about Steven Universe some more. Don't you worry, because they're so good.
So good. And I definitely watched episodes when it was coming out. Yeah, I don't think I was There was a weird period of my time where I was not watching TV and like shows.
Yeah.
I was very involved in school and just busy. And I think that was like kind of during Steven Universe's peak.
It was.
Unfortunately. So, you know what? I'm going to add that to my list of things
really
I need
should.
to go back and watch. But from what I have seen, it is very precious and cute. And I'm glad that you put it on this list.
It's amazing.
And now that we've gone through our top 3, it is time to name our honorable mention and of course our middle segment. So for today's honorable mention, I am bringing up the Proud Family. This one was a throwback because I remember watching this in my grandma's living room with my little bowl of cereal. Like I was very little when this came out, but same vibe as like Full House. Like I just remember it looked like a lot of fun living in their house. Like I wanted to be a part of like, it was just like very lively and cute. And again, I was little, so I don't remember like, you know, any of the intricacies of it. I just remember that it was fun, good vibes. And again, it's hard to find like a good family unit because I feel like a lot of the Disney shows growing up, they had the parents like dumb.
Yeah.
And I remember in this one, like the parents were still like in most of the episodes, whereas in a lot of them, you don't even see that they have like a mom or a dad for a good chunk. So.
No, and literally such a throwback, in fact, that I was like, girl, wait, show me a picture. I'm getting a little nervous. And then I was like, oh, of course. Like that animation style is also so iconic.
So iconic. I love it. It just is instant nostalgia. So I had to throw it up on here.
Of course.
And in honor of doing a families episode, one segment that I've wanted to do for a long time, but it just didn't feel right until today. I love listening to like the Reddit stories, specifically the Am I the Asshole thread. So I actually have a question for you. We're going to read one and you get to decide in the comments if they are the asshole along with us. But I had a story picked out, but I was looking through the thread again this morning and some of the titles are just kind of crazy.
They are really crazy.
Would you, and most of them have to do with family is what I like found as I read the thread. Like it's usually dealing with like a partner or a partner's family. So it was like fun to read through the thread. But do you want me to read some of the titles and you pick one?
I'm down for that.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to read them and you just tell me when one
Really sticks.
speaks to you. So I'm just going to go through the Reddit thread of Am I the Asshole? Okay, so I pulled up the Am I the Asshole Reddit thread.
Okay.
I'm going to read you the titles. Just tell me when to
Yeah.
stop. Am I the asshole for yelling at my mom to leave me alone after she kept saying I stink even though I shower twice a day? Am I the asshole for not wanting our friend to ever come back to our house after he ate literally everything we owned? Am I the asshole for not wanting to go on a family trip after my sister-in-law had a meltdown while pet sitting? That's the one I was going to read you. I didn't even fully read it. I just like skimmed it and thought it looked a little crazy. Am I the asshole for picking the same nickname for my baby girl as my best friend? Am I the asshole for asking my coworker why she wears makeup every day? Am I the asshole for not lighting my daughter's first birthday candle? Any of them sticking out to you? Yeah, keep going.
The second or the last one, because the last one just has me a little confused. The rest of them, I'm like, I feel like I can just like answer that off no context.
Exactly. So am I the asshole for not wanting our friend to ever come back to our house after eating literally everything we owned? Or the birthday candle?
Yeah, or the one that you said you were originally going to read.
The pet sitting one?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like you said. Now that you said that, I'm like, kind of like, like without context, you could probably predict the answer.
Oh, okay.
The birthday candle's kind of calling to me. Though.
Yeah, because that's like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What the Jennifer Lawrence?
I was about to say that's how I feel. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll read it to us.
Okay.
And it's not too long.
Buckle up, puppies.
And you get to decide if they're the asshole.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not lighting my daughter's first birthday candle? My daughter turned 1 and me and my husband threw a party to celebrate. We had a bigger cake for everyone to eat and a smaller, baby-friendly cake for my daughter to eat and destroy. The smaller one was to be placed in front of her to sing happy birthday, so naturally the candle would be on top of it. We told everyone that the candle wouldn't be lit for safety reasons as we were scared she'd reach for the flame. She was in a high chair and the cake was on the tray. Everyone said it was fine, so we put the cake down, sang happy birthday, and as expected, my daughter reached for it. As we were taking photos of her destroying the cake, my mom told me out loud that we have to light her candle now. I told her, no, it's dangerous. And she said my daughter was distracted with the cake, so she wouldn't notice the candle, to which I said no again. She insisted twice and was told no each time, then proceeded to light a match anyway. This is when a family member intervened and she stopped. For info, she wanted the candle to be lit while in the cake in front of my daughter. I was willing to forget what happened, but she brought up the issue continuously over the next couple days, insisting that the candle should have been lit. I asked her if this was a superstition, belief, which I would have respected, but she told me no, and that she simply heard a birthday candle must always be lit and blown out. No matter how often I explain the reason why we didn't, she keeps saying we should have. What's more confusing to me is that she claims not to care that deeply about it, but then she keeps bringing it up. Edit. She keeps telling me I could have found a way to do it instead of being so focused on fighting her about it. We didn't have a very good relationship growing up, and she was very angry and quite manipulative. For a few years now, we have tried to close the rift between us. I stand by my decision of not lighting the candle for the safety of my daughter, but could I have gone about this in a different way? I didn't know she felt so strongly about the candle until after we sang happy birthday. Everyone tells me I made the right choice, and I fear this is just another one of her ways to get at me, but it's been on my mind. Am I the asshole?
To me, no.
Immediately, no.
No.
You're not. I feel like you're honestly not the asshole when it comes to your child's safety.
Yeah,
so.
You have boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's going to go and let their kid get their ear pierced, you know, when they're first born, but the other person doesn't, it's that parent's choice because you're separate parents.
Exactly. Like, if a mom does it, no judgment. But if a grandma does it without talking to the mom, major judgment. Like,
exactly.
That's.
But if two different moms do it in their own lifestyle, you can't judge the other one. They made that decision on their own of their own child. So, like, I feel like when moms, like grandmas, they feel that authority because it's their kid, like their grandchild, they're like, I have a say. It's like, well, actually, you didn't birth them while they have some of your blood.
You got that mom say, but not like the final mom say.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, I don't feel like there was any way you could have gone about it differently, honestly. Because
especially of the way it went down.
Yeah. How were you supposed to know it was going to be like that?
And she could have communicated like, I really want a picture. Can we like
just hold it in front of her?
Like, yeah, like
not close to her
instead of trying to like force it onto the situation.
Absolutely. So no, you're not the asshole queen.
You're not the asshole
queen.
Stand
your ground.
So yeah, if you're looking for some good family tea, scroll through Am I the Asshole? 90% of them are like
Reddit
family
is so
beef,
crazy.
So. I know. I only trek. I only trek through Reddit when I'm literally looking for like.
You're so strong, soldier.
Like I read like the Am I the Asshole thread, or like sometimes I'll read tea on celebrities. And literally once in a blue moon.
You ate down, queen.
And after the fun middle segment, now it's time for the good part, the top two. And I was really excited to talk about this one because I remember watching this movie and the thought I had from it was like, I love that little family unit. Like I love the way that they wrote this family. And that is the family from Easy A. Yeah. And that movie is just iconic, first of all, period. I don't think we've had a chance to talk about that movie. It just hasn't had a chance to come up. But I love that. Like whenever I hear Pocket Full of Sunshine, I think of like the scene where she's listening to the birthday card, dancing in the shower, because that's so true. Like we shout out Maggie. My grandma always gets us like the singing birthday cards, and like same, I would open them, listen to it, close it, open. So but I remember the family in that was just like so many witty one-liners. Like there was one conversation in particular I remember where she was wearing that corset with the A, going to school, and the mom was like, no judgment, sweetie, but you're dressing kind of like a stripper. And the dad goes, a stripper for, you know, elected officials, government, a classy stripper, of course. Like so it was like done in a way where they're like, it's like a comedy, obviously. So they're not outright, like they're kind of joking at slut shaming, but doing it in a way where it didn't feel like that. Like she's very comfortable with her family.
The time it was released, it was like so. Yeah, it's just the dynamic that they set up from the start. You know
exactly. What I mean? It was very much done in like a playful, respectful way, not trying to make her feel bad. So I really liked that movie, and yeah, I remember the family was hilarious. So I would want to be adopted by them.
Absolutely, bro. And my number 2 is going to be the Addams family. And we've talked about them before, but I wanted to bring them back because they're little weirdos, you know, the outcasts. And I really like resonate with that. Like I love, you know, like we said, we grew up watching the Addams family, and those comics are like so iconic.
Truly.
But yeah, like that outcast vibe of like feeling other than and weird. And I definitely grew up feeling that way, being super nerdy and just super true and authentic to myself. So I really resonate with that. And so yeah, I would want them to adopt me and everything. Like I would want Wednesday to be my sister, even if she wants to kill me. That's like I would want to kiki with her so bad.
Yeah, for 18 years you're gonna have to just be fighting for your life, but it'll make you tough.
It'll make me tough. You know what? It's fine. I bet they're worse at this point.
And I love how in the movie, like, yeah, there's not this feeling of like I need to change to conform. They're like, society's weird. we're the right ones. You know what I mean? So I love the Addams Family too. I love their quirky weirdness. Like our parents were like into the witchy cool stuff. So yeah, I agree. I would love to be adopted by the Addams Family.
Absolutely.
And we'd have Thing.
Yes, absolutely. Thing. Well, you need to watch season 2 because they give the lore on Thing.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, she still hasn't watched season 2, yo.
I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Don't come for me like that. Exposing me. But on a less spooky note, but still very good. My number 1 is the Modern Family.
That's so good.
And that was like who came to mind, like originally for like a good family. And honestly, I'd be happy to be adopted into any of them, but probably.
Do you know what I think about the girl that played Lily? She's so funny on TikTok.
She
and
is.
Stuff. And I just think about the audio of her character. Nobody like clipped this, I swear to God. But it's Lily from Modern Family. She goes, I hate Vietnam. Yeah. I hate Vietnam. It's so funny.
It's so funny. The writing in that show is just perfect. Like me and Hassan watched that show for a while, and it's one of the perfect shows to put on when you just like need something light and funny. Don't get me wrong, it's still a well-written show, so they have some heartbreaker episodes in there, but I would say majority of it, like you're gonna laugh during the episode. And so I love the family unit. Like they all really care about each other. They're all kind of quirky and silly. I love Gloria. I love the way and there's Gloria. Like something you can relate to with each of the families, whether it's like their dynamic, the siblings, the way they love their pets. I think did a really good job of showing the good parts of actual modern families. So I love that show. And I also love how close the actors are. Like they really basically grew up together and some of the younger actors didn't have good like home lives. And so I know like the people who played their parents actually like stepped up and were really there for them. So that just always makes a show better when you know the actors were like actually tight.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and another one that's like, I don't know, they're found family, but they kind of are a real family, and that is my baddie today. It's going to be Spy Family for my number 1. It's so cute. Like, Rylee hasn't watched it yet, so it's hard because it surprised me when I watched it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just going to be this cute little thing, but there's like actually good story. There are real heartbreaker moments, but it's basically like, Lloyd has to form this little family for a mission that he's on, and so he finds this girl in this orphanage and adopts her. Little does he know though, she has psychic abilities because she was tested on as a child, so she has like that sad little trauma, but she's so cute, Miss Anya. So yeah, she is a psychic, Lloyd is an assassin, Lloyd is a spy. Miss Queen is the assassin. Of course. So that's why I'm the mother. And like we said,
mothering.
Yes, mothers just hold up that family unit. And I just wanted to be her so bad because it's just really sweet. Like,
oh my God, new episode. We should do a mom episode.
Yes.
Princess.
Oh, princess. But no, for real. Like, she's just so good. Like, I thought about, I could be anyone else, but I was like, I'm going to be Yor. And I wanted to put them as my number 1 because season 2 just came out and everything. So I was, around the time that we recorded this, but it's so sweet and so amazing, and I love the art style, and there's so much action, and I'd want to be in that family because they're all baddies. Like, and the part that's so crazy is that none of them know their true identities.
Oh my God.
And so you don't know,
but they know they're all spies, but they just don't know who they really are.
No, they don't know. Like, Lloyd doesn't know that Anya has psychic abilities, like Lloyd the father, and Lloyd doesn't know that Yor is an assassin.
I want to go home and watch this right now.
And here's the real tea, girl. You're about to gag. They are like they're under covered names or whatever. Like, she's supposed to kill him. Like, he is her number 1 hit target, and she sleeps like in the same house.
And she doesn't know.
No. And they fall for each other, Looky.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious. I need to go watch it.
And their backstories are sad. Bro, he like proposes to her with like a grenade ring, and it like explodes in the background, and he like proposes, like fake proposes essentially, because he has to build this fake family to look like a real family.
Why haven't I seen this before? I'm going to go home and turn this on right now.
Yes, girl, I told you that's why it's number 1.
That sounds amazing.
Yes,
amazing.
So we love our girl.
Well, I mean, if we had to have our families duke it out, your spy family versus I got regular ass people.
Yeah,
they're done. You got assassins, psychic abilities. Bye, Jay.
Bye.
So yeah, Spy Family wins in the Duke It Out duel, which is how we usually crown our number 1 winner of the top 10 list. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
And we like to think that our favorite family is our little, literally no one asked family. So seriously, thank you so much for being here.
Every like and comment means the world. We look at them and they make us so happy every day. And we'll be like, do you remember this comment? Yeah, and I'll literally look at it and it makes my day. So everything means so much to
we save them, we talk about them, and we recognize when people stay commenting. So super thankful for all of you.
Thank
and
you
in
so much.
fact, that leads us to some exciting news. We are going to be taking a few weeks off, but don't worry, we're coming back with a season 2. We have some things in the work to make it even better than this one. But in the meantime, we'll still be uploading to YouTube, of course. We'll just take a little break from our top 10s, but expect some new episodes to come back on Christmas Eve. A little present for you. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next week.
And back again is me. I'm also here to tell you that this episode's brought to you by me. I run my small business, Lunar, Clawz. So if you're ever in the SLC area and you want to grow your natural nails strong and healthy with intricate custom nail art, you'll come to me for that, of course. And you can see more information for that in the show notes below.